Hey folks, welcome back to another First Impressions video with yours truly, Sam Healey. Today, we're taking a look at 3 games, all of which I have played once, and I'm going to have to make the caveat this time, or twice. One of them I have played twice, but the first time was a prototype. We'll get to that in just a few moments. But let's go ahead and get to the first game here that we're going to cover today, and that is this little guy right here, Foodies. Now, Foodies is coming out from Come On Games, and it is a game about putting together your own food court and running it and trying to get the most people to come to your food court, getting the most money and all that kind of stuff. And whoever has the most points is the winner. I believe it's actually a race to get to a certain point, and then whoever has the most points at the end of that is the winner. So it's pretty neat. It has a nice vibe to it. It plays much faster than it looks like it's going to, which was a surprise, but kind of a pleasant surprise, because there's a lot of variation within the different cards that you can use. You can use different decks of cards from the different countries, and you can choose which countries you're going to use from game to game, and that changes how points are scored and that kind of thing. So it's a really neat game, but I think it's a little deceptive. It plays about like a filler game would play, but it looks like a larger game, like maybe an hour, maybe even an hour and a half as far as the box is concerned, and the component quality is really good too. So I want to play it some more. I have actually played this twice, but I'm going off of one experience because it played so fast the first time. We were like, wow, that was kind of strange. Let's play again. So that's Foodies from Come On. So the next game we're going to take a look at today, I have only played once, and that is this one right here, Eternal Chronicles of the Throne. Now this one I've only played once for the exact opposite reason of Foodies. Foodies played so fast we played it twice. Eternal went so slow we only played it once, and it's a deck building card battling game. And it's one of those games where if you can attack and your opponent is going to be able to block most of the attacks, if that happens a lot, the game can drag on, and that's pretty much what happened here. Z and I were taking our time trying to figure out the cards and how to combo them together and all this other kind of stuff, and just making sure we dotted all of our I's and crossed all of our T's basically on our turns. So our turns were taking longer than they probably should have, but I think it's more the game than how slow Z and I were playing that causes the game to drag on more than it probably should. I didn't not enjoy it. I know that's horrible English, but I hope you understand. It's not that I didn't enjoy the gameplay, just that I think that it overstayed its welcome. And it went for maybe, I don't know, half an hour longer than it should have. And it did end up where I just kind of said, I concede, because there's no way I'm going to win this, because Z was kept on being able to heal points, and I wasn't able to do enough damage to counteract all the healing he was able to do. So I knew that it was just inevitable that I was going to lose. And so I don't know. It's a first impressions. I'd be more than willing to play it again. I did enjoy it, but I think it might overstay its welcome just a bit too much. And the last game that we'll talk about today is this one right here, Reavers of Midgard. Now, Reavers of Midgard is a game where you're taking on the role of a Viking, going out adventuring, trading with other people, pillaging other lands, battling sea monsters and all this other kind of stuff. And you're simply trying to get the most points at the end of the game. And there's multiple ways to get those points throughout the course of the game. This is the second installment in the, what I call it, the Champion series. They are going to come out with a more a purely Amerithrashy experience game later on in the future. This is preceded by Champions of Midgard in the series, which is a very hybrid-y type of game between Euro and Amerithrash elements. This one is more Euro game, and I did enjoy it. Now, this is the caveat that I had to provide this time because, well, I guess Foodies too, because I technically did play that twice, but I've played this a couple of years ago at PAX when it was a heavy prototype. Well, not heavy. It was a late prototype, I'll put it that way. But on Tuesday, we played it for the first time. This is a full production copy. And I have to say, I really, really do enjoy this game. I don't want to say too much about it because it is still just a first experience. I want to play it more. I want to play it again. But I believe we're also going to be Miami dicing this one later on in the future, too. So be on the lookout for that. But it has a lot of Euro mechanisms, and it not really... How you play the game isn't hard, but how everything works together and how you have to keep track of everything that's going on, that's where the complexity comes in, and that's where it really feels like a Euro game. It doesn't bother me that much, though, I think because it has a lot of nods, I guess you could say, back to Champions of Midgard. So the things that you're doing are similar, and so there's a familiarity there that... allowed me to kind of gloss over some of that complexity that I'm usually not game for. But I did enjoy this. I want to get back to the table soon. And so that's that for another first impressions video with myself. So I thank you for joining me. I certainly appreciate it. If any of these games struck your fancy, we have played all of these live recently, so you can go back and check out those videos. And that should give you a good handle on whether or not you're going to like it, combined with what I've said here. So thanks for joining me. I certainly appreciate it. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.